Okay, so we're back at it on Race Pro. We've completed the first career group, which was just a one-make mini challenge type series. Now we've got 2 separate series to compete in Group B, not that Group B. So let's get into it, shall we? The first one we've got is the Caterham CSR 200 one-make championship. So it's basically Caterham 7 racing. It's quite fun. The other one, which we'll get to next time out, is the Radical SR3. There's another one-make series. It's basically a baby LMP1 prototype. It's very fun. So let's try out the Caterham first. Let's do that series first. Now, as per the first tier, we've got a wait and tryout. We can pay 250 credits to sign after completing the tryout, or 750 credits to sign without. We don't have 750 credits, so we're going to have to complete the tryout, and that should be doable. Should be doable. I've not driven this car without assists before, so this might be a bit of a step up. The Mini was fairly easy to drive without assists. We'll see how this one goes. We're back at AJAutosport, the track of many hot air balloons. Seriously, there seems to be loads of them. The less deadly Group B, but that could be questioned with you driving. Don't know what you're talking about, honestly. Right, what was it? Previous skill to the team. I completed a full lap around the track in 1 minute 51 minutes. So, away we go. Oh, as you'd expect, it turns and grips quite a bit better than the Mini, because, you know, it weighs about as much as a gnat. It weighs about as much as a 1960s Mini with all the seats taken out, and no one sitting in it, and no wheels, and no windscreen. Okay, where are we braking up here? Where are we braking? Okay, no, was a little bit worried about locking the brakes there, but we're good. Oh, nice, got a little skid there. Oh. Jumped on the brakes a bit late there. We're good, we're good. There we go. I'm liking a completely orang livery. Even our race suit for this one is orang. We've got an orang helmet. We've gone full like Lando. Is this like Lando Motorsport or something? Oh, no. That will not impress Lando Norris, okay? If you want Senpai Norris to notice you, that's not the way to do it. Hey, look, I'm cosplaying as Lando Norris. I've crashed. Not that that's particularly original. I think everyone has adopted Lando Norris as their new boy in F1. And rightfully so. I mean, I've still got George Russell as my other hipster option, just because I'm just salty of him being stuck in a crap team. He's part of the Mercedes feeder system, and yet he's an F2 world champion. Bit of a slide there. More of a slide. Oh, God. This is now a metaphor for George Russell's career in F1. He won the Formula 2 World Championship, and then went straight into the crappiest car on the entire grid. But it's fine, guys. He'll move up the Mercedes ladder once Valtteri Bottas moves out, which he's not, because he's basically their friend zone nice guy who's absolutely perfect to make sure Lewis Hamilton gets maximum points unopposed. And, hey, there we go. A little bit of drifting across the line. Not my best lap at all. I was a bit scrappy through the second half of the lap, but we still got there. Pretty easy. So we'll get the contract. Having a small panic at the moment. Oh, dear. You okay there, Super Mike? And speaking of Lando, what's that? Okay. Righto, let's do it. Yes, I want to sign the contract. Let's do it. And we are going back to AJAutosport for the first race. We're then going to have Oschersleben for round 2. That's a new track we haven't seen so far. And then we're back at Curitiba in Brazil for the final round. Let's do this. Professional settings. Yes, let's do it. Let's go. There's a tornado warning. It's getting quite intensely windy outside. Oh, my goodness. Stay safe in there, Mike. A race is not won in the first corner, but it's very often lost there. Charles Leclerc has entered the chat. Charles Leclerc has read that. Charles Leclerc has left the chat. Oh, no, Charles Leclerc has entered the chat. No, I know it wasn't turn 1. It's turn 3 where you can win the race on the first lap. No, Charles. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay, yep, all the usual stuff. Right. Okay, that's just the entry list. We've got 2 more cars per race in this, which is nice. So, car setup, you can tweak that. So, but we don't really need to so far, but we can fiddle with that down the road if we need to. Let's just get on with it. Let's go! Someone's drawn me on the pole again. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. but they're about to regret it. Away we go. And we've shot off the line like a scalded cat. Oh, okay, it's only a small tornado. Still doing some damage though, so my power might go out. Okay, well, fingers crossed. Just as long as you're safe and your family is safe, Mike, that's all that matters. Here we are in the Lando Tribute Mobile. And, oh dear. Well, it looks like a very close race happening back there. Shame I'm not a part of it, because I'm just winning. That's 2 from 2 as well. We've started from the pole at Anderstorp. Someone at Anderstorp is a fan of us. I don't know why. Maybe it's the flipping Ryan Cooper thing all over again. We're barely known. We're just starting out. Yeah, everyone's like, oh my god, he's the chosen one. Here's the prodigy. And not the famous band of the same name. Rest in peace, Keith Flint. Whoops. Oh! Okay, I like this. The handling is good on the Caterham. It has that natural Caterham handling, which is like you go into a corner and it just wants to slide. It's like you try and tell this car that sliding is the slowest way around a corner. It's like, no, it's the only way around a corner. Oh, gold. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. We're all good. No poo just came out of my anus there. None at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, and I've completely screwed up that. I'm not very good at the second half of this, the back half of this lap. Yeah, as I was saying, this Caterham really handles like a Caterham you'd expect a Caterham to, because it weighs about as much as an atom. And not an aerial atom either, just a single molecule. It just wants to slide everywhere. It's great. And, well, the end of the first lap, we still had that massive boo-boo halfway around the lap, and we're still up by 3.2 seconds, so whoops. Better make sure you randomly draw me at the back of the grid for the next race, because it might make it interesting for at least 3 corners, whereas this race was interesting for 0 corners. So basically it was the British Grand Prix. No, the British Grand Prix was interesting for the first turn, and then Bottas was like, remembered his role as chief wingman, sub, friend zone nice guy of Mercedes, and was just like, no, I'm not even going to try and go side by side with Lewis. And Lewis is like, all right, fine, I'll just cruise away then. Oh no, everyone's tyres are blown up. Not that I didn't enjoy the race. I've actually been enjoying watching F1 again recently. I'm watching it with a lot lower expectations than I used to, and it helps. 2 reasons I think I'm enjoying F1 a bit more than I have in years. Like, even when I was in the motorsport scene way more as an actual YouTuber and everything, well, I guess I am at the moment, but you know what I mean. Back in the days of Team Motorsports, and I was actually on Motorsport 101 and everything else, and I was working in motorsport. Even then, I was like, oh, I'm just so bored of F1, Jesus. But now I'm like, I'm back at it just as a fan, just having fun. I have drivers that I really like and really pull for. I mean, flipping, I was jumping out of my chair screaming at the end of the first Austrian Grand Prix, and then doing it again a week later at the Styrian Grand Prix for Lando Norris. So, yeah, I suddenly was like, what is this? Is this investment? Is this joy that I'm feeling for Formula 1 in my cold, dead heart? What is this? I haven't felt this since flipping the mid-2000s with Takuma Sato. Shout out to Takuma Sato, my original F1 boy. Still doing bits in IndyCar. Indy 500 champion, Takuma Sato Takuma. Congratulations. That was it. My engineer was just like, what? Yeah, you won. Congratulations. So our narcoleptic race engineer has confirmed, yeah, we kind of won that one. So, yeah, Neil Stanbury, Adam Smith, Josh Patterson, Duncan Walker, and Paul Metzen, not Paul Merson, get on my level. Looks like the rest of the race was close. That very much was like an F1 race in 2020. Leader miles out in front, rest of the field pretty close together. Yeah, nothing like the city-destroying monsters they get in the Midwest. Yeah, so that does sound quite fortunate. Okay, so next round is at Oschersleben. Another one that kind of brings about the Tocker race driver comparisons, because Oschersleben was in those games as well. Oh, nice. You can host ranked match or player matches. Okay. What are they? Ah, yeah, turn 1. I believe this variant of turn 1 is the one that on a World Touring Car Championship broadcast, when there was a massive pile-up at said turn 1, John Cleland went on national television. The guy that designed that first corner should be taken to a dark room and beaten. I think it's that version of the first corner at Oschersleben. If you've heard of this track before, it's probably from that clip, and I think it's that specific variant of the corner. Okay. Oh, we're starting on the pole. I don't like this. Okay. Guess I'm going to have to be the one that finds out how shit the first turn is first. And away we go. Guys, you've got to stop drawing me on the front row. This is not good. All right, turn one. Turn one. We've run over a cone. We've spun. No, we haven't. We've drifted. No, we haven't. Where are we going? That is a horrible corner. It's just a 90-degree left, then immediately like a 100-degree right. It's horrible. But we're still in the lead. We spectacularly chundered our way through the first two corners, and we're still in the lead. So I don't think anyone has really any hope at this point. And now we're coming up on what I call the Labour complex, which is, you'll see here, we go left, we go a bit more left, we go a bit more left. Those are the Corbin corners. And then it's the Starmer S as we go veer back to the right. So, yeah, political satire in your Let's Play of a 12-year-old racing game on Xbox 360. There we go. Oops, I've obliterated brake marker. No! Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, okay, you've got to be a bit careful with this car. There's some faster corners, some corners that unsettle this car a lot more. Jason Poland has a burger. Jason's just sat in the garage just munching. He's like, well, I don't need to be a crew chief yet. I'm just going to sit here and eat burgers. He just programs the automaton, like the laptop, or like the voice sampler with like, good race, mate. Yeah, you won. Yeah, that's the end of the race. He just presses buttons. He can't be bothered to radio himself because he eats burger. And I respect that, really. Anyway, first lap done. It could have gone horrendously bad wrong. It completely hasn't. So we're still leading. So, like I say, the difficulty curve does start going up from the next tier onwards. I don't know if it increases that much in the Radical series, but oh god. Oh, it's the turn one of death. It's the turn one of death. Which is why I'm just going to beetle through it at like 2 miles an hour. And then turn 2 of doom. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, drift-do! Serious drift-do! Kansai complex there. And we're through, we're good. I'm surprised you don't see Caterham more in the drift scene. They're natural drift cars. Maybe you do. Maybe I'm just not been paying attention. Whoa! Maybe I've been too distracted by like old BMW 3 Series saloons and Volvo estates. Excuse me. Alright, left. Left again. Left again. Hard right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's like sort of, whoa, it's like the political spectrum in the UK right now. Parties like left, left a bit more, a little bit more left, hard right. I'll leave you to guess which one of the major parties is which there. Oh. Anyway, yeah, we're kind of rinsing the field. Much like Lewis Hamilton, we're using raging at political issues as fuel to be faster than ever. I swear Lewis Hamilton has actually just got even faster. Like, people are like, it's going to be a distraction from doing all these protests and Black Lives Matter stuff. It's just like, no. I'm, if anything, channeling more energy from my rage. Okay, now, one corner to go, and our beat streak will carry on to 5-0. 5-0 in our professional career. 3 wins in the minis, and we're well on our way to sweeping the Caterhams as well. That's not the finish line, that's the finish line. There we go. Lovely, lovely. And Jason just hit the little voice pad thing. It was just like, which one? Well done, you won the race. There we go. There's a higher spec Radical called the SR8 that has a V8. Oh my word. I wonder if we're going to encounter that later in the game. Anyway. Yep, that's all good. We've done that. Yep, there we go. All good. And we're back at Curitiba for the final round. Oh, it's not in the game. Oh, okay, that's a shame. Although, as you'll see when we encounter the Radical SR3, maybe it's a good thing. Because the Radical SR3 is pretty rowdy on its own, shall we say. Okay, here we go. We're back at Curitiba. And we're starting second this time. Oh no, I've stalled on the grid. Oh, I've stalled on the grid. Oh, you're supposed to go round me, you pillocks. Oh, I've got it fired up. No, I'm good to go. Let's go. I'm good now. There we go. That guy in the back's got to feel like such a doofus. Oh dear. And we've already regained position before turn 1. Even though we literally stalled on the grid. Sarcastic air quotes, stalled on the grid. Oh, I had a transmission issue. I couldn't change out in neutral. Anyway. Well, if we're going to get some challenge out of this tier, now's the time to find it. We're now in 6th place, and we've actually got quite a decent gap to make up to the car up ahead. I thought it was only a second, but that is literally the gap to the car immediately in front of us, not to the leader. And he's only 2 laps. We've not got that much time to make up that time. It's kind of like what I was doing in my Grand Choose my 4 series, where I deliberately take a time penalty at the start of the race that I knew I was overpowered in, try and make them closer. I might bring that back. I don't know. We'll see. But we're back up to 5th already, and there's the top 4 just ahead, so we're about 2 or 3 seconds behind the leader. Fast corner, so we've got to be careful here. But it doesn't break out into a massive slide. Yep, we're good. Okay, let's set up a pass 4th into the final corner. Oh, a bit later on the brakes than I was expecting, but there we go. We'll do it. We'll get it done. So now we've got a lap to make it back up to the lead from 4th place. Can we do it? Can we do it? Final lap presented by AJAutosport. Credit One Sport. 5-speed transmissions, okay. Right. And we'll brake back here. Well, if anything, that was early. Oh, let's try and switch. Oh, God. I do like the AI, even though they're woefully slow in the early stage of career mode. I like how they race. They race kind of like as you'd expect humans to race. I don't think they're that aggressive. We'll see. Here we go. See if we can send it down here. Send it! Oh, we've locked it right in front. Oh! Whoa! Okay. Okay. Careful. There we go. Well, we got 3rd place. Tried to bite off a bit more than we can chew there. Going for 2nd as well. He was not having it. Guy in front was like Kevin Magnussen on Sunday. Like, no, I'm not having this. Oh my God. 3 wide. 3 wide up the inside. Oh, we nearly got it. Oh! Contact. We're running wide. Oh no. Side by side for 2nd. No. No. Okay. Ah. No. 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 What are you doing? Oh God. We're gonna have 1 corner to send it for the win here. All right. Here we go. Close your eyes and count to 5. We're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. We've got the run. We've got the run. No. Run the steering. Oh no. 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 Oh, we were so close. Oh, my word. Well, that was fun. Woo-wee. Okay, we slipped our first loss in career mode, but that's okay. It was kind of my fault anyway. And it made for a fun race. Man, that was fun. Like I say, the AI are good. Dive City Beach. We tried. We tried. I was just trying to hang on. I'm like, come on. I've got the run on him, and I can just see the grass coming up. I'm like, I know this is going to end. Anyway, we've got 8 points for our career mode license thingy-bob. I think we've still earned the gold prize car, whatever it is. Jason, I resent you bringing up the Apricot Hill disaster for that. Come on now. You may be valid, but yes. Right, so we've unlocked the next tier. But, as I said before, we're going to stay in the B tier, and we're going to tackle the Radical SR3.